Welcome to the last section of the third module, which is about applications. And in this last section, we will talk about the applications in the energy sector. By now, we have covered almost all the strategic and core sectors, most of the strategic and core sectors. So now let's get started with the energy sector. So what are the potential use cases or where it is being used actually in the energy sector? And first, we will talk about oil and gas. So oil and gas has a very specific way of using 3D printing for the spare parts management. Because if we talk about oil and gas, where there are oil rigs and there are oil pipelines, there the downtime is very important for them. Because if the pipeline or the oil rigs are down for certain number of hours, they can suffer the loss in millions. So that's why what they want is they want quick replacement of the spare parts. And 3D printing allows helps them in doing that. This impeller that you see, this is a 3D printed impeller. And the time taken to realize these impellers is very less, because if we have to make these impellers through conventional route, these impellers are made through casting, the 3D impellers for oil and gas industry, and casting tool development itself takes around 10 to 12 weeks. And if we talk about the impeller on the right hand side, then we will see that this particular impeller is again a similar SS316 impeller, which has been developed through 3D printing, but only in 2 weeks. So this is the advantage of making spare parts through 3D printing, that you get it when it is required and you get it as soon as it is required. So now let's talk about the application of 3D printing in the nuclear energy field. Now there are multiple applications being explored in the nuclear energy sector, such as making the fuel cell rods, making the nuclear cores for nuclear fusion fission reaction. Uh, However, I could only pull one of the examples which was put up by Oak Ridge National University, USA, because most of these studies that are going on, they are confidential and open data is not available. But this one has been published as a research paper, and so this is the component what you see where the Oak Ridge National Laboratory is written. This is the actual component. This is a nuclear core reactor. But this what you see, this is just a representation that has been only printed to some height from the base to make you realize like how complex the internal structure is. So now these kind of internal structures can only be manufactured through conventional by combining multiple manufacturing techniques and by manufacturing multiple components first individually, then joining them together by brazing or welding. Whereas in 3D printing, design complexity comes at no extra cost, as we have seen in the earlier modules. And this is the perfect example for that, how a highly efficient design can be uh, manufactured with the lowest possible challenges using additive manufacturing. Now, what you see on the right hand side is the uh, 3D printing process being thermally imaged to detect the defects. So, since it is nuclear science and it is very critical when it comes to engineering, so that is why the utmost amount of care is given for in situ quality inspection. So, what you are seeing on your right hand side is a X-ray imaging happening in situ when the process is going on, and this part is being made through laser DED process, directed energy deposition, where the laser head is providing powder particles and melting it at the same time and laying it as per the CAD model. That also we have learned earlier. Now, another method of energy generation is gas turbine. So, gas turbine is another sector where 3D printing is very popular, and the reasons are partly similar to aerospace. So whatever reasons are suitable for the aero engine industry to use 3D printing, similar reasons are suitable here, because these blades can be manufactured with very good cooling channels using 3D printing, which is not possible otherwise using other conventional process, not even through casting. We can really make very fine, intricate features inside these blade structures, which work as a cooling channel when the blade is operating. Now, these blades are operating uh, over 1600 kilometer per hour at an RPM of 1600 kilometer per hour, speed of 1600 kilometer per hour, and are able to withstand 1250 1250 degree 1250 degrees Celsius of heat. Not only that, the parts are going rapid cooling at 400 degrees Celsius because of the atmospheric conditions, and thus they need to be really, really strong when it comes to the mechanical properties. And with 3D printing, we can achieve that. We can alter the mechanical properties for your end application, your end requirement. So this is about the manufacturing of gas turbine blades using 3D printing. One more example of blades only of gas turbines is the repair application. So what you see here is that a, a good condition blade is taken and CAD model is prepared after 3D scanning of that. Then a worn out blade is taken, and using the details of the good blade, the worn out area is deposited via robotic arm 3D printer. So basically material is being deposited using 3D printing process, and after that one small cut of machining you can give and the blade will be ready to use. So this application is making DED, directed energy deposition, the 3D printing technique that we learned earlier, very popular to manufacture turbine blades out of steel, out of Inconel material, out of titanium material. So now you need not throw these worn out blades. You can use the worn out blades also after repair. So this is the advantage that additive manufacturing brings on to the table for gas turbine industry. So we have covered a wide variety of applications in this module, and in the next module we will start learning new things about additive manufacturing. And I request all of you to kindly go and explore further in your surrounding, in your area, in your company, in your college, in your school, how 3D printing is being used and in what manner it is adding value to the process of manufacturing or to the performance of the component. Thank you. See you again.